A reading from Matthew's Gospel, chapter 21, beginning to read at verse 23. The authority of Jesus is questioned. When he entered the temple, the chief priests and the elders of the people came to him as he was teaching, and they said to him, "By what authority are you doing these things? Who gave you this authority?" Jesus looked at them and said, "I will ask you one question. If you can give me the answer, then I will tell you by what authority I do these things. So let me ask you the question. Did the baptism of John come from heaven, or was it from a human origin?" Now they argued amongst themselves and said, "If we say from heaven, he'll say to us, 'Why then didn't you believe him?' But if we say just of human origin, well, what will the crowds think? Because they regarded John as a prophet." So they answered Jesus, "We do not know." And he said to them, "Neither will I tell you by what authority I am doing these things. Listen to me. What do you think of this? A man had 2 sons. He went to the first and said, 'Son, go and work in the vineyard today.' He answered, 'I will not.' But later he changed his mind and he went. The father said to the second son exactly the same. And the son answered, 'I will go, sir.' But he didn't go. Tell me, which of the 2 did the will of the father?" They said, "Well, the first." Jesus looked at them and said, "Truly I tell you, the tax collectors and the prostitutes are going into the kingdom of God ahead of you. For John came to you in the way of righteousness, and you did not believe him. But the tax collectors and the prostitutes, they believed him. And even after you saw it, you didn't change your minds. You would not believe him." So we have symbols today. We have Jesus surrounded by lots of different people. Different colours of face, different genders. Those who are able-bodied and those who have limbs that might be missing. And they're all there on the rainbow cloth. Because God is for all people. And Jesus came for all people. Whether they were tax collectors or prostitutes, or the religious leaders, or the children, the women, the men, the Jews, the Gentiles, the rich, the poor, whatever colour of skin, Jesus came for them. A reflection from the Iona community. It was on the Tuesday that he gave it to them in the neck. If you had been there, what would you have thought? Almost that a union official was being taken to task, or a chairman of a multinational corporation was being interrogated. They wanted to know why, and they wanted to know how. They were respectable men, influential men, the establishment. The questions they asked were stupid questions. They knew the answers already, or so they thought. Otherwise, they wouldn't have asked the questions in the first place. And like most of us, perhaps they were looking for an argument, with no intention of changing the heart. So he flayed them with his tongue. They weren't interested. They didn't want to be committed. And that was on a Tuesday. the day when he gave it to them, when he gave it to us in the neck.